Hey guys, okay, so have you ever seen like how to hang things without like punching a hole? So like for instance, if I wanted to hang it like this, instead of punching two holes here, like to hang the actual thing, I'm gonna show you what I just kind of found out. Didn't know it existed, so maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't know. But feel free, type in the word flower below and I will send you the link on where to get everything, including the fun little things I'm going to show you that we're going to put on back. Okay? So first, we are going to paint. I'm going to do two different ones, okay? So we can kind of see how we're going to like it. First color I'm using is eggshell blue. And these little things are, they're symbol shapes. And they come in a pack of two. It's like two for maybe like 10 bucks or so. And they're really nice wood pieces. You can use them double-sided unless you plan to like hang it up, you know, where you're not going to use the back. Kind of up to you on that one. But say hi when you pop on. Hit that heart button. And let me see. Let me get us pulled up so we can see your comments. And hi. Yay. Okay, glad the word is working. Look how pretty this eggshell blue color is coming out. I don't know if you guys can really see it. I'm gonna dip my paintbrush in a little bit of water just to thin it out a bit. You can definitely add the water and like mix it inside of the lid, which is what I've done before or tend to do most times. But right now I'm just dipping it straight in the jar, dipping my brush in some water, and then just kind of smearing it on across. So, how is everybody's day going? It looks like teal. It does, maybe like in the, I can see that, like if you're looking from there. Let me show you guys. I'll show you how close it is to it so you can know the difference between the two. But it does kind of resemble teal, just not as bright. It's almost like if teal, no, it's almost like a eucalyptus more. I feel like it looks like a little bit more like eucalyptus. So I love it because you guys know I love my eucalyptus. All right, so looks like this guy's all painted. Okay. Check it out. Let me set that one aside real quick. Wash off our little paintbrush, and then we're gonna use the academia color. Yes. This was eggshell blue. Let me get you the teal so you guys can see the difference between the two. Can you see? Can you tell? All right, so now we're gonna use academia, which I chose this color combination because honestly, I really like it. It does remind me of Tide and Teal, which those are two of my favorite color combinations. But these are just a tad bit different. The eggshell is a lot lighter. The academia is, I don't know, different, but I don't even know how to explain it. I'll have to see if I can find Tide somewhere to show y'all. Okay, so I'm painting this with academia. It's darker than Tide. But I have two, but I think I want more because I'm afraid I won't restock. Yeah, they won't restock. Once they're sold out, they'll be gone. So I personally, I don't ever want to run out of a color. And if it's like exclusive, I always want multiples before I even like did chalk, right? I always wanted to have more than one of it in case it ever ran out. So that's just me and my personality and what I like to have on hand. So when it does become available, I always order myself at least 2, so that way I can have them. Because my plan is to do more in-person workshops this year, and I'm excited. So I want to be able to have these on hand in case, you know, somebody wasn't able to grab one. At least they can make a project with it and see how much they like it, or, you know, I don't know. Let them use it. Okay, so we're done with that one. You can see how dark that is. Let me go ahead and close this up so we don't dry it out. And let me see if I can get you a tide so you can kind of see the difference. Now, this one may be really hard to see the difference. They're very similar, but you can tell the academia is much darker. I feel like the tide is more on the green side and the academia is more on the blue side, if that can make sense. They are very similar, but academia is darker. Okay? So just so you know, let us try this real quick. Then we are going to, hey guys, yay, glad you got your order today. We're gonna add some service wax to it, and you guys, I'm gonna use the club transfer for this month, which is so cute. We're gonna see how it's gonna look. I'm kind of excited. Wish you lived closer. Me too, Terry. I personally keep, for me, I want at least 2 on stock of everything. Mainly because, like, I keep a set, and then I always have 2 sets available, like one for workshops and then one as a backup for either. Let's see. Distilled water. So I was actually just using regular tap water when I was cleaning with it, but you can definitely use the distilled water. But I always recommend distilled water when you have to put it back inside of the lid or inside the jar. You have more colors than you thought. You have tons of chalk paste packets. Me too. I have tons of chalk paste packets. All right, so I'm gonna set that one aside. Let's bring this one in. This eggshell is beautiful, you guys. I love it. Umbrella projects, ooh, that's so fun. That's gonna be super awesome. I'd love to see something. Have 2 to 3, but don't do workshops, that's true. Ah, I nicked it. Our poop heads, they don't like to do anything around there. That happens. It does, it does. So for me this year, I'm gonna be traveling a little bit more, like, so I can see my club members around the country. That is my goal. I plan to I'm hoping to at least do 4 of them this year. Well, let me take that back. At least 3. That's kind of when the couture tours are. So I'm trying to work on, like, you know, doing 1 each of those months that the couture tour is going on. So this month I'm going to Austin. I know is it July? It might be July. July and October, or June and October. Maybe it's June and October. Maybe it's May and June. I don't remember right now. But I'll be in Dallas. And then I'm working on another location or 2, but I just have to kind of confirm and make sure we can get a VRBO or Airbnb or something for us to all stay in. So if you're in the VIP group, or if you're not in the VIP group, make sure you get there if you'd ever be interested in doing one of those. They're fairly small. I don't have them very big just because I want us to all fit in the same place. I have been traveling a lot, I know, right? That is so awesome, working on a 200 deck of cards in Braille. That's going to be super, super cool to see. Oh no, Terry, we'll hope you feel better on that. Yes, eggshell is one of the new colors that launched in February. So, have an ink project of the month. I don't know if they'll do that. I'm sure there's tons of things being worked on. So like there's always going to be some new stuff coming up, which I'm super excited about, but they don't always tell us either. So there's that. All right. So let me get my fuzzing cloth. Chunky Salsa was holding on for dear life onto my fuzzing cloth. All right, so we're gonna do, let's see. We're going to fuzz that. Let's do this one first. Okay. Do I want to just do this way? Maybe like that. Okay. So I'm going to be doing one of the flowers and then the butterfly up top. And we're going to put it in Academia. I'm just making sure there's nothing underneath that's going to prevent the paste from going through. So I'm just picking that up, making sure that I can feel like all around the silk screen. All right, I do have my multi-tool here, which we might use, but let's give this a try. So we're going to start with the butterfly. And we'll work down to our flower. Looks like I should be okay without the multi-tool for this one. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Looks awesome. Some of my paint did come up because it just wasn't dry enough, or I missed it with the surface wax, okay? Yes, Riley is feeling much better. She's downstairs. They're waiting to go bowling though. She really wants to go. So I told her, well, you're gonna have to wait downstairs. But yeah, she's been much better today. She's been fine. She's been running around everywhere. And I'm gonna fix that. Hold on. I'm gonna fix the little spot that came off. Just a little bit of dry brushing. Okay. Let me cover this little area. And looks good. Okay, so that is it so far. We're gonna add something on the bottom. Yes, I did wax it. All right, so we're gonna do the Just Keep Breathing. I'm gonna do my best not to lay down the transfer because I don't wanna get where the paste is on the back of the flower. I don't wanna get that down on the surface. So I'm just holding it and preventing it from laying down all the way. Okay. I forgot I took out the thing in here. Let's see. We're gonna have to clean this. We're just gonna have to clean this in here. I took out my mat, threw that one away, and I forgot to bring in another one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spray. I'm gonna spray this real quick, and I'm just gonna wash it. Get a board eraser. Okay. Definitely making more of a mess than I wanted to. But you know what? I just had to improvise there for a second. So, let's see. Is this one the other dirty one? Yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna dry it on this, and all will be well. So normally I use like a bath mat inside of here just so I don't have to continuously clean up or, you know, forget water or something like that. But I took it out because we have been cleaning. I had hired somebody or a couple ladies to come in and help me declutter and organize my house. So if you didn't see the video earlier, you definitely have to check out how crazy my office or my my craft room really is. It's pretty crazy. It is. Hey, I know the colors are really good. Okay, so I'm actually considering putting that smaller one over here. So I'm probably gonna do that, and then with the second one, I'm gonna put both of the other flowers on this end. Okay. So let's see. We'll do both of these flowers. Maybe like there. Nope. Here we go. This one's a little bit harder to see on the macadamia. Macadamia. Oh my goodness. Academia. Obviously, I need chocolate or something. So I just have to be careful. Okay. And I think this looks super cool. I think it's going to look super cool, I should say. Yay! Look how pretty that is. Okay, let's go ahead and add this other one in here too. Let me see. Let's cover this side up. Now I kind of wish I would have just done it all together so I didn't have to weirdly place this one. Maybe I think that should work. Okay, we're just gonna go with it there. And if it looks a little funny, it looks a little funny, but at least it's not like completely blank on that side. So if you notice, I'm putting down the backer sheet on part of it, mainly because I don't want the part over on the other side that has the wet paste. I don't want it to get down on my project, okay? All right. So I wish I would have moved it over a little bit. You can see it pulled the paste up again where it was because I forgot to go back and wax. Remember we painted back over it? Well, I forgot. Okay, let's bring this one back in. I'm just gonna set this down. Hold on. Let me set them next to each other. And I'm gonna try and do it about the same place. That this one is at. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna hold it there. And we're gonna use eggshell to finish up this side. And then we'll be done, you guys. And then I'm gonna show you guys how I plan on hanging them. Yay! All right. So let's lay this down. And get it cleaned up. Hey guys, so the surface that I'm using, feel free to type in the word flower. I sent you all the details from the surface to what I'm gonna attach it with, the colors I used, and the transfer that I'm using as well. Gives you the links where you can grab everything as well if you want any of it. All right. So now that that is washed off, I'm going to set that aside to dry. Oops, I missed a couple of spots. Hold on. Okay, much better. And we clean up my little mess here. And the board erasers, you can just squeeze them out and you can take them to the sink, run them under some water, squeeze them out, and it will clean it, okay? And that way you just reuse them as long as you need to. As long as they are still there and clean, you are good. All right. So now I'm just going to let that dry a little bit. Let's close up our jars. Put that in the water. I know, I can't wait for you to get your club transfer too because it's so stinking cute. Okay, so remember we are using the two colors, Eggshell Blue and Academia. Academia, you can only get it what, Grandma? Okay. Sorry. Hey, Grandma. My grandma's on. Yay, I'm glad she's catching my live. She always tells me she can't find, she's not sure where it's at. And I'm like, hopefully this will work. So I think we got it. To put those two colors together, right? Oh, they're coming to help you. That's fun, Terry. Glad somebody's able to help you. Thank you. All right, so hi, new to your site. What are you doing? Hi, Deborah, welcome. So what we just did is we just made these two. Look how cute. So the transfer itself, or the design, you guys, it's part of our club transfer. So we have a monthly like crafting club. And again, you can type in the word flower and find out more info about it. I'm just going to give you the gist of it. It's a crafting club. You get a design and some paste packets every single month to your door. And then we craft together. And you can use it for anything else that you want. I try and give you as many ideas as possible. But this is this month's design. And you guys, next month's is so cute. It's going to be kitchen is what I'm thinking. Okay, so anyways, that's this month's design. It is only $21.99 a month, and you get that every single month. Plus, you get like extra perks each month as a club member. So that's really cool too. Okay, so let me see if we fill in these little pieces again. I had already put my brush in water, but I'm hoping I can try and get some of this covered. I'm not sure that I can do it. It's okay. Not a problem. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, let me show you guys how to hang these, and then I actually have a meeting in about 15 minutes that I gotta jump on. I know, it's so stinking cute. Oh, Pauline. Yes, academia. So academia is a color of the month, okay? So you actually have to purchase a X amount of dollars. I think it's $75 on my website, and then you are able to unlock it and add it to your cart for $16, okay? You cannot get it any other way except for $75 or more, and then add it to your cart, okay? So if you do end up liking this project a lot, I did put everything in the cart that you needed to complete the project. You do have to at least sign up for club first. And then here's what you do. You go and you sign up for Club Couture, okay? That's what you do first. Once you're fully signed up, go back in and click my link that says like buy everything here. And then it'll give you all of this stuff, okay? Because club members, you get free stuff. You get an extra, you get a fuzzing cloth, and you get a transfer tote bag if you hit $100 instead of $75. So just spend 25 bucks more. I'm sure there's something you can find. But yeah, do it because it's totally worth it. So let's do this one. Have you guys ever seen these? So if you're a wreath maker, you probably have. But I'm going to take it, okay? It has a little sticky part on one side, so you're just going to take that and take that off, set it on, oops. Set it on the back. We're going to do two different ways and see which way we like better, because to be honest with you, I haven't actually done this yet. I just got these in, and I have the link to these. If you type in the word flower, I'll get you that link. Just make sure you type in flower and go to supply list, okay? So I got like a whole little thing of them. Okay. Next, I have some little ties. Now, we could do this a couple of ways. I'm going to try it with the zip ties first and see how I like that. Mainly because that's how you would attach it to a wreath, okay? That's how you would attach it to a wreath. I had scissors once. Found them. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on here, and I'm actually gonna zip tie. I'm gonna zip tie my ribbon on here. I'm hoping that's gonna work. The next one we'll try something a little bit different. okay? All right. And I'm just gonna tie it around maybe a couple of times. I was hoping a zip tie would work, but I am using a little bit thinner ribbon. It's, what is this called? I just went blank on the word, sorry y'all. I really just went blank on the word. What is the word? Oh, it's not on there. What is this called? Somebody give me the word. Why can I not think of it? Sheer something. Sheer? Sheer? No. OMG. Okay, so I did not have to punch any holes in it, okay? And then what I did was I zip tied and then I tied so that way the ribbon wouldn't come off, okay? Because I just forgot the word for this. It's not ribbon. What is it called? I don't know why it's bugging me so much, but it's bugging me. I don't know the name of this stuff, but it's something. Okay, so I think that one is super cute. Let's see on this one. I am going to just try and feed it through. See if we can do that. I'm gonna like twist it a little bit. Tulle, lace, nope, it's not one of those. There is an actual like word for it. Just don't know what it is. Maybe somebody will say it and I'll be like, aha, bingo, that's it. Okay, so on this time I pulled it through the back so that way I didn't have to use a zip tie. Nope, it's not mesh. It's a roll of this. It's not like, it's not Chanel. Chanel? No, it is chiffon. Chiffon? Is that it? That might be it. Okay. Yeah, type in the word flower and I will send you the link to these little guys. Just type in flower and then click supply list and it'll be there. Yeah, see, it is chiffon, right? Okay. Let's cut this side off. And work this one through real quick. And then I'll stick these on there and we'll be done. Maybe I can use a stir stick to just kind of push it on through. Nope, that's not long enough. Oh, there we go. We're just gonna use the those things. Obviously, I cannot think of words. I'm sorry. Words are just not my friend today. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna tie it twice. And call it good. And then we're gonna tape them on. And it's the 3M paper or the adhesive, so they should stay pretty good. I'm going to put them up a little bit closer to the top. And yes, you guys. So typically you would use these to adhere like one of these to a wreath, which we'll do that here pretty soon. But look how cute. Ta-da! What do you guys think? Which one do you like more? The one with the lighter background or the darker background? I love them both. They're so cute. Alrighty. Well, that is going to be it for today. Like I said, I've got to go jump on a meeting. You guys, be sure that you guys are watching for another reel on the progress of my room. I know my room was a disaster. And I had just cleaned it not too long ago, and then it got dirty all over again, like real fast. So anyways, we are going through and cleaning it up again, and so far, so good. Still have a bit to do though. Yay, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys like it. So anyways, well, go sign up for club if you're not signed up yet. Type in the word flower below and then join club. And then your second thing would go back into the message and click the link for supply list and then grab all the items you need to complete this, okay? So just be sure to sign up for club first, mainly because if you want the free fuzzing cloth and transfer tote, if you hit $100, you need to sign up for club first because your club purchase does not count towards that $100 or the $75 for the academia, okay? Alrighty, you guys. Well, if you have questions, let me know. Again, type in the word flower and I'll let you know where I got everything, including these little guys that are hooked on the back. I'll send you the link for that. But, alrighty, y'all. Take care. Have a good rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye, y'all.